Okay, welcome back, and in this video I'm going to show you how to secure the battery into the airplane. As you recall, I wrapped the battery, but in deciding where this was going to go, I had to change the orientation of the battery in the wrapping. So I want the battery oriented this way, okay? And so I just use the same foam. Doesn't matter that it's not all the way out to the outside. That foam is all you're going to need to protect it. So in the airplane, this here is the piece of plywood that I put in to secure the throttle tube. Okay, so it's up here, a little bit of epoxy right there, and it's not going anywhere. But right down here, I added a big square piece of plywood. It's 1/4 inch plywood, aircraft grade kind of RC aircraft grade kind of 1/4 inch plywood, and it's epoxied in. And before I put the epoxy in, I cut a little opening in the bottom where I could have, this is a piece of Velcro here and a piece of Velcro wrapped around here. So that those two pieces of Velcro will hold this in place. So let me stop the camera. I'll put the battery in, and because I'll have my head in the way, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what the battery looks like installed. And let me zoom in here a little bit. So the battery's sitting right here. Here's the wire that goes to the switch. These wires get to stay down here. The wires here for the ailerons are up here out of the way. But that Velcro is with the epoxy and the strength of this plywood, that Velcro is going to hold that battery no matter what. And so that's a really good strong way to hold a battery. The other thing I did, or first off, the other thing I did, I put the Dubro muffler extension on. You can figure out how to do that. So everything is in the battery. So I'm sorry, everything is in the airplane and the battery now, so that we can test the CG. And what I'm going to do is test it again, and I'll show you the results in just a second. So I'll be right back. Okay, as I was trying to put the wing on to do the CG test, I found that the blind nut, this little white blind nut here, didn't have any glue on it, and it fell out into the airplane. So another test to check is make sure these, I've had this happen before on other airplanes, just test to make sure this didn't get any glue. It was sort of pressed into the hole and it just fell out. So I'm going to put a little hot melt glue. My hot melt glue gun is sitting right over there. Just going to put a little dab of hot melt glue on both sides, and it'll be enough to hold it. Be right back. So here's the CG balance with the battery strapped in place with its Velcro in its final resting spot. And I changed it from 115 to 114, and that's because at 114 millimeters, the CG measurement is 4.48. So that's a little close enough to 5 for me to count. And this actually looks more balanced than if you look back at the previous video. This actually looks more balanced. I can still put this on here, and it's my little level, and it's about a half a bubble, so it's slightly nose down, and that's okay because I like slightly nose down on a balanced airplane. And the racing stripe looks good, but the other way to measure is take a regular level and put it up here like this, okay? And you can see it's just a little bit of a bubble off. Just you know, if you know about these levels, okay, there's level, and then there's a little extra bubble. So it's just slightly nose down. And that's exactly how I like my airplanes anyway. Slightly nose down when you CG balance them. So at 114 millimeters, 4.48 inches, with the median being halfway between 4 and 5, I think we have a balanced airplane. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.